Hello, welcome back to Inside the Lunchbox. This is your boy Chef MaQ, and once again, we're back in the studio. Let's see if our audio is feeding through. It is working.
Yeah, man. Sometimes we're smart.
Sometimes we're smart.
Sometimes we can actually make things work. Unlike CJ Stroud in the playoffs.
Oh, CJ Stroud. What's going on, man?
And I know I said before we started the episode I wasn't going to mention it, but I saw my shot and I had to take it.
Hey, we had to, man. CJ Stroud, I love you, bro.
Yeah.
I still respect him.
Yeah.
Without a doubt. I mean, he plays hard. He just had two bad games. I don't know. Everybody's talking slack on him now, man, saying that we need to get a new quarterback.
Well, I don't know. We'll see. 3 years in the league, 3 trips to the playoffs, 3 playoff wins. Like, there's not a whole lot of quarterbacks in the league that are doing that right now. I mean, Mahomes had a bad year. Dak Prescott hasn't been to the playoffs in years. I wouldn't say that they're bad quarterbacks, but also at the same time, you cannot look at those 2 games and say that the Texans failed him. He failed the Texans. That's a big one right there. You cannot throw the ball to the enemy defense 4 times in a game and win a game. It's just not going to happen. So
not going to happen.
I hope he cleans things up in the offseason, and I hope he comes back next year strong, ready to go, because we know what he can do. We've seen his rookie year. We know what he is capable of. He just got to get back in that headspace. But anyways, moving on to food.
So hold on before we do that. How was your week?
Oh, my week.
How was your work week?
My work's doing pretty good. It's about to, wedding season is in the spring and in the fall, and wedding season is about to explode. And I work at a wedding venue, so I'm about to be eating all kind of food and watching a lot of wonderful people take vows and move forward in their lives as happy couples in a venue that I built with my bare hands. So it's gonna be good.
So my week went well. Can't complain. I'm alive.
Yeah.
Other than the game, they actually got the college football game going on later on today, the championship.
Yeah.
So, but everything's good. So, like you said, we got a special treat for you. It's a little mini series. We're going to talk about spices.
Yeah.
Today we're going to talk about cloves. We're going to talk about saffron, and we're also going to talk about star anise.
Yeah.
So, if you guys aren't really familiar with spices, hopefully, we could, give you a little bit of input, little insight, little history, and also how to use these spices when cooking. And if I'm not mistaken, these 3 spices actually make up a very famous spice, if I'm not mistaken.
Well, 2 of them do. So star anise and cloves are part of what is known as the traditional Chinese 5 spices powder. The 5 spice powder of Chinese cooking. And so we're going to go over star anise. We're going to go over cloves. They're part of that powder, that traditional 5 spices all put together. And then hopefully throughout this series, if it continues, we will be covering the other 3 as well.
Yes. So I guess we'll go over saffron first. Saffron is actually like a petal of a flower. Saffron is one of the most expensive spices in the world. It was made from dried, like pistils of a saffron crocus, a flower native to the Middle East. And if I'm not mistaken, I think it's Iran, which is Persia, is where it was founded, right? Or where it was discovered. It's native to the Middle East, but it was also used in ancient civilizations as well as for like cooking and herbal teas, and they put it in all their teas and their drinks and everything. They also cook with it. Saffron, like I said, is very expensive, and you need very little for your dish. Like very little. The flavor is so strong that a little is a lot. Just remember, if you ever use saffron, a little is a lot. And then,
because it's hand picked.
It's hand picked. So
yeah, to get like 1 pound of saffron takes like something like 400,000 hand picked little petals.
Yeah. So imagine, let's just say like a garden about the size of your living room, and you have a person with tweezers, and they're actually going around picking one individual pistil um, out of that flower and putting it in like a bag or whatever to be processed. So it's very labor intensive, and it's normally only one or two people that's actually doing that with a person that's overseeing that process as well. So let's talk about some of the flavor profile that it has. Um, Saffron is renowned for its unique flavor profile, which includes floral, earthy, and slightly sweet. This makes an excellent companion to a wide range of dishes, from delicate seafood and robust grilled meat.
Oh.
So when I was in school, we used saffron several times, and one thing that I like saffron in, it was actually my first time hearing about it too as well. We made a saffron risotto, which was really good, and like I said, it was really earthy. It was a little sweet, very delicate little pistol here. The versatility of saffron infuses, also you can fuse it in drinks like those from like Sabat Republic is a company that does like herbal drinks.
Mm.
So they use a lot of saffron in their drinks, in their herbal flavors and stuff like that. Seafood, I would say, is probably one of the best things. I like it with seafood. The floral and sweet undertone of saffron works beautifully with seafood.
What
Pear,
what 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 kind of seafood? Are we talking like grilled salmon? Are we
I would
talking
I would
like a
say,
gumbo?
well, me, I would say like when you're grilling the fish,
Okay.
like mm, I think we used saffron. We had sea bass, and
Oh.
we had it with sea bass is kind of expensive. Well, not kind of, pretty expensive type of fish. But you use it for lobster.
Mm.
They also use it in seafood paella. If you don't know what a paella is, a paella is a Spanish dish, something like a not really a jambalaya, more like a seafood. I mean, I'm sorry, not a gumbo, but like a jambalaya. But it has a lot more seafood. It has clams, oysters, lobster, everything in there, and it's cooked in a big pot. But it's really good. A paella is really good to really good dish. If you know how to make it, hats off to you because it's not easy. But you can also use it to brine flavors. You brine your seafood, enhances the natural sweetness. So definitely check out saffron with seafood. Poetry, it goes well with chicken, turkey dishes,
Mm.
especially those with a creamy sauce. So if you're making your chicken breast or you're making a turkey, whatever you're doing with the protein, poultry, make a sauce with it and pour that sauce over your meat, right? Roasted chicken with herbs or turkey. The saffron adds a layer of complexity to these dishes. But guess what? We didn't forget about you vegetarians. It goes very well with vegetables.
Mm.
Roasted vegetables for vegetarian dishes fare like roasted vegetables or a vegetable tahine or with couscous benefits greatly from the addition of a saffron drink. So definitely goes well. Also goes well with spicy foods. So if you're the type of person that likes real spicy foods, it gives that little subtle sweetness to it while you're eating it. So kind of like a little sweet and spicy kind of thing. But the undertone is very light. So definitely check it out. Saffron. If you see saffron anywhere, you're gonna pay a pretty penny for it. Most likely you're gonna have to order it. I don't think like a HEB or Kroger's would have just saffron on like on hand. But real quick story before we go on to the next spice. I was actually in Seattle and we were at Pike's Market and I seen this lady. She had a booth and she had this big old sign that said saffron.
Mm.
So me, I'm immediately my mind is blown. I'm like beeline right to her table, and she was selling like I don't know a jar, about a medium sized jar like this. And I asked her how much was it, and she told me $20, and I looked at her and the people that we're with. I looked at them. I was like, nah, I'm not gonna get it because I kind of feel like $20 for saffron is really cheap, and is that really saffron?
Right. At that point, you're like,
So
I know what I'm buying,
yeah, so I
and
don't know if there's imitation saffron out there or not. So
there might be.
yeah, I don't know. So, but yeah, she asked me why I didn't want to buy it. I told her I'm good because I know the saffron that we bought in school. It was like $75 for a little bitty can,
Yeah.
and it was only like 3 pinches, like 3 little pinches of it, and you would have used all of it. You know,
Mm.
so that was my story with saffron. Saffron is very tasty, very good. You should definitely try it.
Awesome. All right. So the next spice on our list is star anise. Now, star anise comes from a family of other spices as well. You have green anise and I think I pronounced this wrong, but anise seed.
At least,
But
yeah.
we're going to be mostly focusing on star anise. Now, star anise comes from Southeast Asia. That's like your Vietnam, parts of China, places like that. And it has been cultivated in Southeast Asia since around the 7th century AD. So that's like your 600s time frame. That's like would be like during the Dark Ages in Europe at the time. And I mean that's how far we have historical records of it going back. It might have been going back centuries before that. We don't know. Now it wasn't really introduced into Europe until about the 1600s, the 17th century. Star anise has been used in China and in Vietnam and parts of India as a medicine as well as a spice. Now, it has medicinal properties, and a lot of its medicinal properties revolve around the fact that its acidic content makes it really good for antiviral infections. In fact, I forget what year. I think it was during the bird flu several years ago. They used star anise or extractions from star anise as a replacement for influenza medication.
Oh
That's
wow.
flu medication
Oh wow.
because there was a shortage of flu medication due to the widespread bird flu.
Okay.
It also and it's used in a lot of Asian cuisines like Vietnamese pho. Am I saying that right? Pho.
Food.
It's like
Pho.
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 Sorry.
PHO, right?
Yeah.
Pho. Pho. And they actually got a pho restaurant here in Conroe.
Oh, do they?
And it's delicious.
We need to check that
Oh,
out.
I've checked it out plenty of times, but we do need to go inside the lunchbox. Do need to go and definitely check that out.
Yeah, but it has definitely been used in a lot of other medicines and spices. And like I said earlier, that was the 2009 swine flu, not the bird flu. The 2009 swine flu. My bad on that one. But it's not one of the major spices in the traditional Chinese five spices, which is a powder spice that is used on a lot of Chinese dishes. Have you ever used it?
Have I ever used
Star anise.
star anise? Yes. So star anise is we used to use it for like stock and
Okay.
whenever, and you can use it for like teas too as well. We'll put a couple star anise when we're making like a sauce or something like that. You can put it in rice. I've seen people like when they're making their rice.
Mhm.
I think that's one of the things that it pairs with is rice. You just throw one in there, and it has a strong flavor too as well. You throw it in there when it's cooking the rice, and it's that and saffron is man. It just seems like it takes your cooking to a whole nother level. But we
Mhm.
used to use star anise a lot when I was in French school.
Yeah.
But does it have like a flavor profile on there?
I'm not seeing a flavor profile on here. I mean, hold on, let me read the back end of it. It mostly talks about its antiviral properties,
Oh,
its
okay.
respiratory relief properties. Now, a big thing it's also used for is in hot beverages.
Yes.
So you can take star anise and you can put it in steep it in your coffee. I believe there's a French mulled wine that also uses star anise because it has like a lot of really good medicinal purposes as well as just like it tastes good. Apparently, I don't think I've ever personally used it. But it's incredibly widely used in Chinese dishes. So I probably had it. I just don't know about it until this episode when I was actually doing a little bit of research on it.
Yeah. It's,
Now we are talking about the Chinese star anise. The Japanese star anise, while it smells really good, it is used in a lot of instances and fragrances. It's toxic. You can't eat it. It'll kill you.
Yeah.
And there is a green anise again, not the topic of this story, but that comes more from the Eastern Mediterranean, and that was more widely used in Europe and other places until
Okay.
star anise made its way to Europe in the 16th century,
So some of the
17th
flavor
century.
profiles for star anise, it's it's star anise is very strong. It has a warm, sweet, and spicy flavor when you're eating it. The notes, it works well with. Um, it works well. I guess I don't know what I got on my shirt. I don't know what that's coming from. Oh, it's coming from my headphones. All right, so, but it works well with fennel, cloves, which makes up the five spice.
Right.
You can use it for savory dishes. Um, the done, like I said, it's a subtle, spicy, lightly bitter. Is once again when you add star anise and when you add cloves and you start building these spices together, they build something great. So
Right.
it's all about stacking your flavors.
Mm-hmm.
So when you're looking at something, when you want to cook something, how can you stack your flavors? How can you bring more flavor to it? So there's a book out there, and I talk about it many times on our podcast. It's called the Flavor Bible. And if you look up the flavor, you find the book Flavor Bible, and you look up star anise. Excuse me, it's going to tell you what it pairs up with and what it's good with, and how to use it. Like Levi said, we use it. They use it for teas, also for broth when you're making stews, braising pork ribs, hot pots. Pairs very well with beef, poultry, and onions also as well. And even some people even use it for crazy enough. They use it for baking like cakes and for like fruit desserts, and also like we said before, drinks. So definitely, star anise is. I say if you never tried it, go try it, or go try five spice and make a Chinese dish or an Asian dish, Asian style dish with five spice. And when you use five spice, you don't need a lot. I made a mistake one day, and I was talking to my son, and I was putting five spice in the thing, and I forgot that I was using five spice, and I put I shook it a little bit too much. The flavor was really, really strong.
Yeah.
So, but that's star anise. You guys have any questions about star anise?
Yeah.
Hit us up. Let us know what you think about star anise.
And again, we're there is green anise, or also known as anise seed. Star anise is spicy and bitter, and green anise is more sweet and flavorful. So green anise would be like your desserts. Star anise is going to be your spicy.
Yeah, they're definitely different type of.
In Japanese, star anise is toxic. Don't eat it.
Yeah, don't. I mean, hey,
I mean, you can always try it once. That's what I remember being
Yeah,
told.
look, you try it once.
You can try it once.
Try it once. I guarantee you won't do it again.
Yeah.
Guarantee you won't do it again.
All right. So you mentioned cloves as part of the traditional five spice powder.
Yes.
Chinese five spice powder. Take us away. Talk about cloves.
I need.
You have it.
Do I have it?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. So cloves, not the cloves. Yeah, actually, it is the same thing. But anyway, so cloves.
Cloves the spice, not cloves the scripture. I know you can get like a garlic clove, but cloves specifically the spice. And again, it also comes from Asia.
So cloves are a dried flower bud of the. I can't pronounce this word, guys. It is weird. It's SYZYGIUM aromaticum. AROMATICUM. Native to Maluku Islands in Indonesia.
Oh.
And if you guys don't know what cloves look like, go online, look up clove spices, and it looks like, to me, it looks like a torch, like a handle with a torch, with like a flame on top of it. It's really small. But like any other spices that we have, you can also use this in hot drinks. I know we used it in our onions. Like we would take cloves and put like 2 or 3 cloves inside a raw onion, and then throw the whole onion inside our stock or soup or whatever we're making, and that's how the flavor. That's how we extracted the flavor out of it. I think it was just The reason why we did that so we don't have to worry about trying to find little bitty remnants or accidentally pouring it into somebody's dish, right? So we put it inside the onions and put the whole onion in there as well. It has aromatic, sweet, and yet spicy profile. Cloves are one of the most distinctive spices you can keep in your pantry. Um, Cloves also could be used as medicine. I remember one time when I was in school, I was having a real bad toothache, and my French culinary teacher told me, "Hey, go get some cloves and I guess bite down on it." And I'm like, he said it'll work, and I was skeptical at first, and I'm like, I'm not about to do that. Well, he suggested that I do it, so I did, and I'm not gonna say it took the pain away, but it didn't. Maybe it's just in my mind, but it felt like it made it better. It was. I guess I was able to. What's that word I'm looking for? I was able to. I was able to say the pain wasn't that bad or whatever. So,
Right.
but yeah. So clove spices taste warm, sweet, and slightly bitter, with a pungent aroma. The flavor comes primarily from Angola and essential oils. So they also use it for essential oils as well. So a lot of these spices, they're not just for food. You can use them for everything. People use them in colognes. Um, they use it in everything around the house. Um, so and you just have fun with it. So you got whole cloves and you also got ground cloves. If you want a more intense flavor, you'll probably go more with the ground cloves. It gives an add richness, spiciness, and you use that more for like a rub. So it goes well with lamb. So if you want to rub cloves, like making like a dry rub, you use it for like grilled food, like lamb, beef, and other game meat. So it goes very well with game meat. I wonder how that would work with deer.
I wonder. I've only ever cooked venison once, and I think I did a really good job with it, considering I only did it once.
Yeah.
Um, I wonder.
Hmm.
I would like to try again. I know people. I mean, I work on a ranch that they do hunt buck out in the back edges of it.
Okay.
Um, I need to talk to one of them about giving me some venison steaks. Be like, yo, hook me
Nice.
up, hook a brother up.
But it's
Um,
definitely good with savory dishes.
mhm.
So you can use like regional examples. Let's say like Indian curries paired with cinnamon and cardamom and cumin. It's a spice. You mix those two together. You can use that as a dry rub for like Indian spices, or if you're cooking Indian curry, that's pretty much what it is.
Yeah.
Middle Eastern, they use it with a lot of rice pilaf. They use it with bay leaves, nutmeg, and saffron.
Hmm.
So saffron is a key ingredient in a lot of things.
Now, for those of us who love history, these are the spices Europeans were sailing around Africa for.
Yes.
These are the spices that Christopher
Yes.
Columbus was crossing the Atlantic Ocean looking for.
Yes.
There was like a lot of competition back in the day, and the Dutch controlled a lot of the trade in the Indian Ocean and places like that. And so other European powers like Portugal, Spain, Great Britain, France, they were trying to find other routes to the Indies, which Indonesia is where these spices come from, in order to get around the Dutch monopoly that they had over like things like nutmeg, cloves, things of that nature. So these are the spices your ancestors were getting. What's that sickness you get on ships?
Uh,
I should know.
weren't you Navy?
I was. I can't think of. I'm drawing a blank.
Seasick?
There's that. There's also that one where it's not curry, but like it sounds like that. But anyways, these are things that sailors were dying, sailing around the world back before we had things like refrigerators to store our food in, to get
Navy. But anyway, so we got Caribbean jerk
scurvy.
Scurvy. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah,
I knew it'd come back to you.
yeah.
But it's also, they use cloves also in Caribbean jerk seasoning with allspice, thyme, and chili.
Ooh, sounds really good.
Yeah, so you can like these spices. I tell you, like I don't think there's no boundary with these spices.
Yeah,
Like go in there and have fun. Like,
And if you try it and you don't like it, you know what? Try a different spice the
try a
next
different
time.
spice.
Try
You
a
know what I'm
different spice the
saying?
next
Or
time.
just, go in there and have fun. Like, buy these spices and to see what a little bit of this, what a little bit of that, how
Yeah.
this will work, right?
I definitely need to track down that traditional Chinese 5 spice.
Yeah.
And try it on a few things.
And
I wonder if they have that at our stores, or if I have to go find like an Asian restaurant.
No, I have 5 spices in my cabinet. I got it from HEB.
Oh, hook a brother up.
Got you. I actually got it from HEB, and it's actually it's okay.
Yeah.
So also you can use cloves in baking as well. Common pairing is cinnamon, nutmeg, ginger, and vanilla.
That sounds good too.
And you can also use it in pumpkin pie, gingerbread, cookies, fruitcake, spice, and muffins. Spice blends as well. You have cloves are building block for numerous spice mixes. Like, I guess this is garam masala. It's Indian. Cloves, like I said before, cloves, cardamom, cumin, and black pepper makes a masala. Then we got Chinese 5 spice, which is cloves, star anise, cinnamon, fennel, and Sichuan pepper. And also this word here from North Africa, Res El Anhout. I guess that's how you would say that. So I just spelled it out for you guys. RES space EL space HAN, no space, altogether, OUT. North African cloves, coriander, cumin, and dried rose.
Oh, that looks
that dried rose with that.
Oh.
I think I could see that. That is a very, yes, you can. I actually
if you dry them out.
I know I have rose tea. I mean, why would you not bear?
I don't know. I just never thought about it.
That
I just never thought of like a rose as like an edible plant.
That is a very strong. All the other ones are strong too, but with the rose and the cumin and the coriander and the clove, that is a very. That's going to be a very strong flavor profile, very different flavor profile. But also you can use cloves in drinks too, like hot drinks is, like you said earlier, mulled wine, hot cider, chai spice and hot chocolate. I've never tried it with hot chocolate.
No, I need to try that.
Cold drinks, the same thing. Cocktails, pineapple rum.
I knew you could put like nutmeg, cinnamon in hot chocolate and make it more flavorful.
Yeah. So, like I said, folks, there's nothing you could really do with cloves. Oh, look, we're talking about cloves. Like right here, it says cloves both flavor and aromatic complexity to pickles. So when you're doing like pickled brine, or when you're doing pickles or pickling something, yes, that's actually what we did in school. We were pickling some veggies and we actually threw some cloves in there. And cloves is definitely a game changer in that.
Yeah.
Pickled onions, whole cloves, vinegar brine. So you take vinegar and whole cloves, you definitely do your pickled onions. Spice jams, you use ground cloves, stone fruits, or pears.
Very nice. All right. Well, that's your cloves, your saffron, your star anise, and we talked about a lot of those you could use in teas.
Yes,
and that's a great transition to talking about teas. But first, after these short messages. Thank you for listening to Inside the Lunchbox. Did you know that we have social media? You can follow us on TikTok, Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram. And we post bloopers, updates, and more to those sites. Now back to the show.
Yes, sir. So me and Levi did a thing.
We did a thing
a couple weeks ago, January 10th.
That was last week, right?
Was that last weekend?
I think it was.
Last weekend. We decided there was a new restaurant. Not really a restaurant.
Yeah, it was last Saturday. Sorry.
We went to a new...
It's new for our area.
New drinking... What would you say? A drinking spot? Restaurant?
It's a tea place.
It's a tea place here in Conroe. So if you're in Conroe, we have a new tea place. You got your Starbucks, then you got 7-8 brew or whatever.
Yeah.
And then we have another one. And this one came in strong.
It did. It's called HTO, which is a play on words of like H2O, but instead of two, it's spelled TEA. So it's HTO. They are a mostly, from talking to the owner there, they're a mostly North Texas thing, right? So they have like a lot of locations. I think they're from Amarillo.
Yes,
They're from
Amarillo.
Amarillo, and the first store was there. And then they have like a lot of locations around the DFW area, and they're moving further south in places in Austin. This was their 479th store.
I think that's what it was.
Yes. And it's a franchise owned. And it's the fourth store by HTO in the Houston area. It's right off of 105 and 336, right across the street from the HEB, North 105 and 336. Shares a parking lot with 7 Brew Coffee, which is a great coffee place as well. HTO has a lot of wonderful tea flavors there. I don't remember half of them off the top of my head. There were so many. We were there opening day. We got a free T-shirt. I'm not wearing it, unfortunately. And they also have coffee and different types of chocolate, as well as some other goodies in there. I would say it's kind of like the Buc-ee's of tea joints.
Oh,
Because
yes.
it's a Texas thing. It's like the Buc-ee's of a tea joint.
Yes.
And they have so many. You can buy tea by the gallon. You can buy tea by the drink. It depends on what you want. And so when you walk in, you can get like a big cup and just fill it up with all the different teas that they have, iced tea, sweet tea. But they also sell bagged teas where you can take them home and brew yourself a hot tea here. And they claim on all their products that they're ethically sourced, because there is a lot of abuse and there is a lot of exploitation when it comes to things like coffee, chocolate, and tea. So they claim that they are ethically sourced, and I found their teas to be absolutely delicious. I still have a half gallon in my fridge.
Oh yeah, their
from
tea is really, really good. So
Their chocolate was pretty good
when you
too.
go into their store, they also have merch, right?
Yeah,
They have T-shirts. Like he said, it's like a Buc-ee's of
it's
tea,
like a Buc-ee's.
right? You have they have their own merchandise, their hats, their shirts. They sell other products. They got their HTO tumblers. You could, like he said, you could buy the chocolate. And if I remember some of the teas, I know you got your choice of sweet and unsweet for the non-sweet drinkers as well, or sugar drinkers. They had like Georgia peach flavor,
They have like a raspberry,
wild raspberry.
Yeah.
They had a blueberry.
Mhm.
They had I think was it a watermelon?
They did have a watermelon.
They had a
Yeah, they had a
watermelon.
watermelon flavored one. Yeah.
And did they have some? They had your mint.
They did.
Yes, I went back up there the other day.
They had mint?
They have your mint tea, and
You pointed out like that's a weird thing. Like
Yeah,
like
I'm
a
just
lot of
saying.
people don't like mint.
and this is all. So when you go up there, it's like you go into a fountain drink, and they give you these little cups, and you could taste each one of the teas before you even like, oh, I want to buy this one, right? So you don't even have to really, just say, I'm gonna try this one, fill it up, and I'm like, man, I really want to try that other one. No, you can actually try the flavors of teas before you go. So I know we were talking about a little bit of history, like Levi said. It began in 2009, Amarillo, Texas, when founded by Gray and Kim Hutchins. Started selling flavored iced tea at their burger restaurant, Buns Over Texas, to boost sales during recession.
Yeah, they're fairly new.
Yeah, Justin, who he helped expand the idea, leading the first Texas tea location in 2014, rebranding it to HTO in 2018, and growing into a large, rapidly expanding franchise known for its wide variety of fresh brew quality iced teas, focusing on unique water filtration system and community impact. So you got to think about this is in 2009.
Yeah.
It is 2006.
26.
2026. So 2009 to 2019 is 10 years. So what,
17.
in 17 years,
Yeah.
they've grown to how many stores?
Like 400 and something. I think
That's
if I remember
crazy.
correctly, it was 479. I think the store in Conroe is 479, but I could be wrong. But I'm not that far off.
That is crazy. Like
Yeah,
400 store locations.
around Texas.
Around
It
Texas.
was ridiculous.
That-
And they only have 4 in the Houston area. So like I don't know how much tea they're drinking up there in North Texas, but good on you, I guess.
So according to this, it says from its Texas roots, HTO has expanded to states like Florida,
Okay.
Oklahoma,
Okay.
Kansas, New Mexico,
Hmm.
Arkansas, and they're dubbing it the Starbucks of iced tea.
Okay, that's actually probably a more accurate description than the Buc-ee's of tea. But I
Yes.
just with the merch and the special candies and the special like coffee and the special teas and the different things, I was like, this is like walking into a Buc-ee's if a Buc-ee's only sold tea.
Oh yeah.
But they don't just sell tea. They also have if you're a coffee lover like myself, they also have um all kinds of iced lattes and hot lattes and things like that as well as their teas. But their teas are what they're known for. Like they have just scrolling through here real quick: strawberry passion, sweet almond, sweet blueberry, green, sweet cherry, regular sweet mint. Obviously, love it. Texas chai, unsweet blueberry. They have coconut. They have
Ooh.
yeah, wild raspberry. And
Those
then they
are
have
the refreshers.
then they have their special drinks. I think these have like energy drink in them.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, the Razzler Refresher. I think it has like some sort of caffeine energy drink going on here. The Dirty Cherry Poppy and the you didn't you get one of these?
No, I didn't get
I
one.
thought you got the
But I will
Razzler
be. I probably
Refresher.
will go once I leave here.
Well, it's
Like,
right. Yeah,
Yeah, it's,
yeah,
it's literally
yeah.
right next to my house.
Yeah,
You have to stop.
yeah. No, they have the iced mocha. Got to get that sometime. But yeah, I mean, I'm a huge fan of Seven Brew, which is in the same parking lot, and so I'm gonna enjoy the fact that I have like
I'm-
multiple options going on.
I am
here.
glad that somebody started
Yeah,
a Starbucks of tea because I got tired of seeing so many coffee joints and no tea places.
yeah.
Thank God HTO. Tea leads the way. Tea is the best. It is the front runner of
Mhm.
American history.
How?
I'm
Okay,
just, I'm just,
on.
talking, I'm just,
We're
talking,
moving on.
I'm just talking
Here-
trash.
Okay. You will never run across a coffee drinker who then is like, guys, coffee's the best. I mean, like we do feel this way, but you'll never be like, hey, I'm gonna get a cup of tea. We're like, why don't you try coffee? Why don't you? Wait,
Hey,
hey, I like Dr. Pepper. Why don't you try coffee? We're not like that. We love our coffee, and
So-
obviously we'll make coffee for you if you want some. But tea drinkers, on the other hand, man, they are super insecure.
so are you calling us tea drinkers like Cowboys fans?
Yeah, actually, yeah.
You know,
You
that
peaked
sucks.
in the 18th century, and it's been downhill since then. No, I love tea. I have a kettle in my kitchen. I have tea in my kitchen. I just the tea drinkers think they're elite, but it's like if you were actually elite, you wouldn't have to run around telling everybody you're elite. Moving on.
So real quick, what we got next, man?
You know that HTO. What are the spices we're talking about next week?
Next week we're going to talk about maybe I think it was cumin.
Oh.
We're going to talk about what did I say, mint? I have it here written down. Let's see. Sage,
Ooh.
cumin, and we're probably going to talk about some coriander.
Mm.
So cumin, coriander, and sage. And
That sounds delicious.
yeah, so that'll
actually.
be on the next episode.
Yeah.
Hopefully, we may do one more episode with spices. If we like spices, we could go so far in depth with spices, like the history, where it's from, how it started, what is like. We could even cook with it. It's just so much stuff.
What to
we could
use
do.
it on?
What to use it on? We could do it, but it would take forever. So what we're trying to do is just get you guys to go out there and try some of these spices that you probably never tried before.
Yeah.
For example, some people probably don't know what saffron is. You know,
I've heard the name. If there was no way I could have told you it came from Iran.
So-
The other thing is, if there is a spice that you want us to address specifically, right? You can go to any of our social media platforms, be it Facebook, YouTube, Instagram. Heck, I think there's even a way they can email us. Right?
yes, there
Okay.
is.
There is an email.
I actually
Um,
have the link here. You scan this link
Yeah.
right up there. You could do all that.
Yeah, shoot us an email and be like, hey guys, hey Chef MaQ, can you cover, I don't know, peppercorns, or can you cover Chinese cinnamon, right? And how is it different from like cinnamon we know?
Mhm.
Shoot, and we will look it up. I mean, he probably knows already off the top of his head. He could probably go on for an hour about it, but we will address it in the next episode.
Right.
So just ask a question when it comes to spices.
But before we go, we have one more thing for you guys.
Recipe of the day.
Recipe of the day. I don't, Levi. Can you read that? Those words kind of small.
From that distance?
So, but it's okay. We have the book here.
Oh, great.
What it is mint lamb, grilled mint lamb, And what it is, it has some of the spices that we were talking about. Um, I think it has. Let's see what it has here. Let's see. If I can get this book here. So
Is this the one I picked out?
yes, it is.
Oh,
It's mint
wow.
barbecue lamb.
Yeah, it looks good.
two
If I
table-
remember correctly, this was not incredibly difficult to make.
No, it's not. Is all it is.
You make a rub, right? And
Yep.
then you cook the lamb, and then you rub the stuff. You put it on the lamb after it's been cooked, right?
Yep.
And then you
That's all you do,
eat
man.
it, right? Yeah.
And so what you do with this is you make your rub, right? You make your rub. So I'll go over the recipe real quick. Is 3/4 cups of ketchup, 2 tablespoons of cider vinegar, Worcestershire sauce, and 1 tablespoon of dark brown sugar, mint, and you can also use cinnamon. You put some cloves on there. You can put a little bit of what do we talk about? Not saffron, star anise. You know, a little bit of ground cloves. You know, spicing it up a little bit. And then what you do, you rub it onto your pork chops or your rack of lamb, and I would say let it marinate in your kitchen or your refrigerator for about an hour to 2 hours before you actually grill it. Take it out and then grill that joker.
Okay, so I had it backwards. Yeah, you make the sauce. Now that I'm reading it, I remember it. Yeah, you make the sauce and you put it all over your lamb, and then you barbecue your lamb.
Barbecue your lamb, and it once again, you could take that and you can make saffron risotto with lamb, which sounds freaking amazing. I'm getting hungry thinking about it. You could do rice. You could do rice pilaf with saffron or star anise in there with lamb. Some roasted potatoes with saffron. And you just have a really good herbal, floral, sweet, savory, little bit of bitter, little bit of sweet, little bit of spiciness, all in one. It just sounds amazing.
Now, is there any reason why you couldn't do this with like a rack of ribs or with chicken or turkey?
No, I would definitely say try it out on some pork ribs.
Okay.
Yeah, I would definitely say try it out on some pork ribs. Or
Yeah.
try it out on some chicken and see. I mean, I'm like this. And you probably have chefs that'll tell you, "Oh, don't do that. This is taboo." Blah 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 blah. Look, I'm gonna tell you right now. If you have a weird idea and you want to try something really, 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 really weird, by all means, do it. Like, don't let somebody talk you out of not doing it. Right? If you think of something, go do it. There's no rules in cooking, and don't let nobody tell you any different. You cook with what you like, right? So, with that being said, folks, we want to give a shout out to ATO. You guys are doing great. We're gonna be there again. I'm gonna send customers your way. I thank you guys for coming to Conroe. It's a family-oriented business. The lady's name, the owner is, I think it's Veronica Morales. Check her out. She's awesome. And until next time, let's go. All right.
44 minutes, not bad. That's a great.